Hi, and welcome back to Illuna Nights. As always, I am your diva. Yeah,
Your diva?
we're losing
Diva?
it already.
DM.
I am your very tired DM after a very exciting con we had today. Just it was great to meet a bunch of people over there. But I am your DM Shivam, and I use he/him pronouns, and I will let the rest of our lovely cast of players introduce themselves.
Let's go in vertical order, so we'll start with Izzy.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Hi, I'm Izzy. I use she, they pronouns, and I'll be playing Indigo. He is a Shatterkai elf samurai fighter. My fun fact of this week is Indigo actually became very good at fixing houses, like tatami mats, sliding doors, gardening, roofing, only because Kikyo has never deemed it necessary to live in like a pristine traditional house. She didn't live there very often. She only did to sleep and to eat every once in a while, but like as long as it kept clean, she didn't give a shit. And he's like, dude, your house is falling apart. Nah, it's fine. No, I'm fixing your house, so that's what happened.
Aw.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Nemo.
Oh, it's me now. Hello, I'm Nemo. I play Pen, the gnome rogue. We're both boys. And the fun fact for today is that Pen joined and dismantled a cult because they were very noisy and kept stealing his flowers from his garden.
God. just as revenge for stealing his flowers, he takes apart the whole cult.
Yep.
God.
Alright, Shivam, write that in.
Christ. Oh man.
I love the continuing theme of Pen just wants quiet and he'll do anything to achieve that goal.
Including
Just
murder.
wants a quiet life.
I mean, what do we got so far? We have him killing an entire species of birds, him dismantling a cult, breaking into people's houses.
It's already
and
canon,
fucking-
like actual canon, that he ate like a whole cheese wagon just to prove a point.
Yes.
Pen truly existing out of spite, and I'm here for it.
That's
Me too, though.
that's how you live longer.
Yeah.
I
Spite.
mean, we're pretty sure that's why my great grandmother is still alive, and she turned 101 this year.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, we're
I
pretty.
learned English was fucking spite.
Spite
Kate, it
is
is
so
your turn, by
powerful.
the way.
Yeah, no, I was letting
Oh.
things go. But hello, I'm Kate. I use she/her pronouns, and I play Plumeria, our fairy paladin, who also uses she/her pronouns. Fun fact for this week: so it took Plumeria a few years to learn how to use objects larger than her when she moved to Illuna, such as drinking glasses, utensils, and doorknobs without any issues.
Poor
I like this
Plumeria.
because it's Illuna, so she has to figure out how to use chopsticks at one point with the prevalence of like the Yakuza and Japanese culture in there.
Does she
So,
use
like-
just two hands?
Well,
Yeah, how does that work? Does she just kind of like just uses like
She
stilts?
uses
Like
two
I
toothpicks.
Prob-
Oh my god. Yeah, which is more
You know-
insulting.
God, I don't know. I mean, the
Wait,
regular
how-
chopsticks probably like she has to like use a leg to like finagle them and maybe
She's got like her legs sticking out.
while she uses her hands to hold them up.
God.
But the
Oh,
toothpicks
God.
do make more sense, like realistically.
One grain of
Incredible.
rice. Hi, I'm Elliot. I use he/him pronouns, and I play Syrinx, who also uses he/him pronouns. Syrinx is a horrific monstrosity called a Bardzard, and he is a the elf, the one kind of elf, Eladrin elf. And my fun fact for the week is that Syrinx has a strange taste in fashion, but it used to be worse. And the only reason that he dresses in any way that could be considered modern or Illuna normal is because Fork taught him how.
It used to be worse.
It
Bro,
used to
what
be
the fuck
worse.
used to be
Is it just a magpie of a human being? Was he just picking like everything like as shiny as he possibly
Yeah.
could?
Well, he's from the Feywilds, so it's gonna be like more like Feywilds clothing as
Mhm.
like the base of things, which is kind of like medieval or like
Yeah.
Roman.
Medieval tunic, but like shiny.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible. Now I'd ask what happened last time, but I think Elliot got the whole campaign
Mhm.
Yeah, I gave
recap
a
there.
big ol' recap for all
Alright,
the new
Kate,
people.
you gotta MS Paint all of that.
It's
Oh
time.
my god. No. Please.
So yeah, we left off with the informant and Plumeria, and she's yet to get back to the party in whatever way that might be.
Mhm.
The rest of the party's just kind of I think we've already surveyed the ship and determined that we need to get into the VIP section, but it is heavily guarded, so we're gonna need a reason. Or
Yeah.
be ultra sneaky somehow.
God. But yeah, no. At this point, Plumeria, you finish your conversation with Poppy as she has explained to you why she is here, as you can now head back to the rest of the group.
I know she's probably gonna make her way back casually.
Make him away. Sorry.
We
Sorry.
can't ever say that ever again.
Nope.
And under her breath, so that no one like around can like really hear as much, she'll end up starting out with, well, we are now under a time crunch to get this done.
I'm guessing we're all gathered together at this point.
Yeah.
Indigo raises an eyebrow at that. What do you mean a time crunch?
We're not exactly the only ones with interest in the VIP room. Syrinx, that bartender who gave me that note.
He
You all
nods.
remember Cordelia, correct?
Does Elliot remember Cordelia?
That's the
Because-
big key.
She was the
That's a
band.
banshee.
Oh, that was her name.
What does
Okay.
Indigo look like?
Okay,
at
he
that.
nods.
Indigo just kind of pales, but slowly nods.
Oh no.
Well, she's about to have a hostage situation there to get some very important information.
Syrinx's eyebrow raises quite high.
Sounds fun.
So I think getting what we came up here to accomplish done before that happens is the most important thing we can do.
Syrinx writes down. Why?
Because she's pretty sure that the spider's kiss can get information about fairies that are being held against their will, fae that are being held against their will, in the
Okay.
church's grasp.
He nods and just goes into thinking position.
Should we just walk him, jump the guys, and then leave? That sounds like a good plan.
And we don't know how many other guards are up here, and we are going to get probably jumped immediately if we do that.
Fair.
Except that Syrinx will write down in his notebook. If we're trying to do this without being caught, to avoid the result of us getting killed, essentially. This spider's kiss satyr. Does that just go to mean that she is going to fail? How does she expect to
She
do whatever
implied,
she's doing?
she implied it was a suicide mission.
Yeah, it doesn't make Syrinx very happy. So he writes down, can I talk to her?
I mean, we can try and go back over to the bar and casually try things, but again, if there's people around, there's not much we can do.
Hmm.
I did kind of want to see if I could slip her something to maybe help her get her out of this, because I don't know how much we could even do to help without compromising our mission.
Mm-hmm. I don't have sending prepared. Ah! I think I read down. Go ahead.
I have sending if you need.
Oh, hey! Yeah, Syrinx points at Pen.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Just writes down sending. We can communicate to her without anyone else knowing.
Yeah, we can then. Oh, I have message, not sending. Sorry.
Message
But
works
it's the
just
same.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would prefer we be sneaky about it, but her name is Poppy. That way, you at least know her name, and she doesn't think we're just some fucking weirdos trying to get her attention. I mean, we are, but
The other kind of weirdos. I get it. You want me to send a message now, or?
I think Syrinx thinks, and he just writes down. Well, I guess what I would like to convey to her is that there has got to be better ways of getting information in the laboratory without resorting to kidnapping people and interrogating them during a party and getting
I kinda
herself
like their
killed.
plan. I mean, the not getting themselves killed, that's the bad part, but I kind of like the whole murder a bunch of rich people stuff. No, not very nice people here, especially considering the Lana guy. We need his hands.
We need his hands without it being damaged.
They're only the palms. Can you chop? By the
Don't need the
leaves.
fingerprints as well. I thought there was a fingerprint thing.
we just
If the fingerprints are in the palms,
Shave his hand off.
God.
God, no.
It's like cheese
Just
grater.
skin his hand.
I guess. Oh, go ahead.
I was weird. Seriously, I did kind of like the idea that you had with the flump, but I don't know if that'll work.
Oh,
Could
yeah,
try
yeah
and
he did
portray
have an
that-
idea. As he writes
Yeah.
down, I was actually thinking of posing as an exotic trader and offering the flump as somewhat of an example of a pet.
Whoa.
Maybe they would let me in. And then pet the flump. And then we would have what we need.
Maybe. We still need maybe a backup plan for that. I don't know if that would be enough to get us past the
Well, if it fails, I don't think there would be any reason for us to not be able to reconvene and try something else.
fair, but multiple attempts to get back there might raise some suspicions.
He shrugs. Well, I think primarily I would like to dissuade Poppy of her present plan. I don't think it's safe for her.
I mean, that's what you want to do. I can
Could
relay
we-
a message to them.
Could we maybe offer to get the information she needs for her?
That kind of information is not something they're going to give up to strangers, for one. And two, I don't think she would have volunteered, chosen herself, whatever, for this
Hmm.
mission if she did not know the risks.
I guess he thinks for a little while and he goes, well, I guess wouldn't our groups benefit from working together anyway? I mean, it seems like we both just want to help the Fae in Illuna. Why end up stepping on each other's toes? Big thing.
Yeah. That could make it easier for both parts. So, what can we do together that she couldn't do by herself?
I mean, it was implied that she's very skilled with magic.
As
So I
are a
don't-
lot of Fae.
So I don't think she's exactly a fish out of water in this situation.
Well, I mean, I'm sure this isn't the only thing they've done. I mean, we ran into Cordelia in the meat packaging factory.
Very different, high risk, high reward, though.
Well, yes, but we should be working together at this point, shouldn't we? Maybe if we put our heads together and the number of people we have together, we could get the information from the people in the VIP room and the handprint that we need without thwarting each other's plans and without getting anyone killed.
I would very much like to get people killed, but
Frowns. Shakes his head at Ben.
sure.
Can I, like, make eye contact with Poppy from across the room?
Yeah, you can do so. You're not casting like message or anything like that.
No,
You're
I'm just
kinda-
looking at her.
She gives you a very friendly, bright smile. But are you trying to like call her over or something like that? Or?
I guess I turn back to Plumeria and just write down, you think there's somewhere out of the way that we could talk to each other?
Pen does have message.
Yeah. I look at the others. I don't want to, like, start something without their permission.
I mean, she found it safe enough to talk to me, but only when it looked like we were going on break, to say.
Pen, you do know what the message cantrip. You point your finger towards the creature, the target, and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. If you cast message and you target Poppy, it's only you two in that
Yeah.
conversation.
Okay, so I turn to Pen and I write down, you should ask her if she wants to work together.
So the full message is that we just discussed, then should we work together or just should we work together? Guys,
Wait, what?
the full message everything we discussed or just should we work together?
I turn to Plumeria. How much did you tell her?
That we were up here for a pixie deal, essentially.
Hmm.
That's really the gist of it.
Maybe tell her that we're both looking to help the Fae. And we're both working with Illuna right now, and it might be best if we work together.
Sure. But wait, working with Illuna?
With Poppy.
With Poppy. Cool. Yeah, I send a message. I go, hey, we have similar goals. We're also looking to protect the Fae. And we have business with Father Delana. Do you want to work together?
Yeah, you hear a whisper back in your mind. Sure, but my mission is extremely dangerous. I'm Well, I have a suspicion yours might be too, but if you're casting your lot in with mine, the way I'm going to go about this is, well, not for the faint of heart. So, if you're sure about this, I would gladly accept the help, but just be sure what you're getting yourself into here. I'm assuming you relay that over to the others.
Yeah, it's gonna be very dangerous. That's what they said. Are you guys in or out?
Well, can't she change her plan if we have a better idea?
I mean,
Sounds like she's
it's
just
gonna
throwing
be
herself.
very dangerous anyway. So we should just know the risks we're going to. Kind of know, but
frowns.
just checking it with you guys.
Well, I guess Plumeria does have a point. Walking into the room twice is always going to be more suspicious than once.
Yeah, I think. By the way, she'll follow up with this as she messages you again, Pen. As she says, "Okay," and I will note this too. My best plan is when I'm heading up there, I'm going to hold the group hostage. My exit strategy is going to be very impeded by the Asimar bouncer currently protecting the VIP room. If you can find a way to incapacitate or otherwise get rid of her, well, this plan's going to be significantly safer, and I should be able to get us off this ship very easily with Featherfall. Thing is, though, well, if we do it and if there's any sort of remnants that you guys were involved, you guys are burned, so to speak. You need to get the hell out of the city as soon as possible after that if you're caught in any sort of way.
I'm gonna reply to them. Is there any place we all can meet without someone noticing? We have 4 people here. Our group. 5 with you.
She nods as she says, "Yeah, there's a couple of tables outside. I'll bring some drinks out. Just meet me there then."
Cool.
Yeah, and she goes on with, "Remember, just anything with talking about the mission itself, just make sure that you're only using the message spell. Otherwise, make it seem like you guys are just ordering some big drinks from the bar." As you guys head out to this like outdoor seating section. It seems to be like a significantly less crowded out here as you guys find a table overlooking the edge of the ship. As you guys can see the clouds floating underneath you. Poppy walks over with a tray of drinks and a smile as she like looks at you all and just pours you all drinks.
Yeah, I guess Syrinx equally cheerfully takes his drink. Do I have message? No! Damn. She can read though, hopefully. And I guess Syrinx is just gonna sit on the side where like the only people behind him is the sky, so no one can really read his notebook unless he shows it to them. And he writes
You also want to write it in Sylvan, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I do know other languages. And he just writes down, "You look rather cheerful for someone who believes the only plan they have is one that will result in their death."
She gives you this beaming smile as she whispers towards you, "It's called a cover, dumbass."
Wow, she's rude. And I guess he writes down, "The bodyguard is in the middle of the room. Everyone can see her. Have you not considered other plans?"
She just kind of like squints as she says, "I can't really think of any better exit strategies."
And I think after that he writes down, I don't think the exit strategy is your concern. I frankly struggle to believe how you'll even be able to get into the room."
She smiles. She says, "Well, VIP patrons, they are going to get special food and drink, and I'll be the one to deliver it to them. so I'll at least be able to get into the room fairly easily. Thing is, though,
Nods.
going in once, and that's about it. Of course, the longer I spend in that room, the more suspicious it is.
Hey, so I know Sylvan. I know what's being said. I said a
Well,
little.
she's
Indigo just
whispering
reading over
currently.
Syrinx's shoulder.
No,
You
I
only see
know.
what Syrinx is writing down. The whisper that she whispers back to Syrinx, only Syrinx can hear.
Okay.
I can't read her lips.
No, it's
No,
a
very
spell.
explicitly, the
Oh.
spell is only the target can hear, yeah.
Never mind.
hmm
We get half the conversation.
Yeah, you can have the
Okay,
conversation.
I probably
Yeah,
together
fair enough.
what's being said. I'll kind of whisper lowly. Is there anyone of note in the VIP section that could potentially get us in?
To get you in. She kind of yeah, she looks at you all and says, well, she doesn't say it, sorry, still messaging it to you, Indigo. As far as I know, I'm no clue. The only two people who I know are going to be in that VIP room are the two bastards, Father Delana, as well as you had his name somewhere. Oh, yeah, Tabris Morningmoon.
Ooh, he flinches at the name. He flinches at the name. Yikes!
Ow.
What do you have against Tavris?
She scoffs as she says, "What do I have against him? The man's been peddling dirty money over to the Inquisitors for years upon years now. In fact, I bet it was his coin that probably purchased that Fae facility that the Fae are being kidnapped and kept in."
Oh, okay. I don't like that. Okay. Okay. He'll just be quiet. He'll try not to make direct eye contact because I feel like he looks a lot like his dad.
Oh no.
Yeah. But she whispers towards the others, yeah, no, but in terms of other patrons to get you guys into the VIP room, that would be your guys' whole deal to try and figure out a way in. And
Syrinx writes down invisibility. We'll just follow right behind you.
She shakes her head as she says, yeah, nope. From what I can tell for reports on that merc guarding the room, she does appear to have true sight.
Oh.
Mm.
Spooky. Well, at least we know before we did it.
So she's an Aasimar, right?
She is an Aasimar.
And I would know that Aasimars are not immune to charm.
Not necessarily.
Oh? Sus?
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, you know the Aasimars in general. As just for being an Aasimar, you're not immune to charm.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Like, if she's immune to charm, it's gonna be some weird shit. I think Syrinx will write down, okay. The guard, could we maybe convince her that it's time to switch shift?
It's apparently just her who's guarding the VIP room.
Well, she doesn't have to think that.
She
I don't
blinks
think
at
she's that
you and
dumb.
says, well, good luck with that plan then.
Syrinx raises an eyebrow.
Terrence, I don't think that's the purpose here. I think she's the only one that they trust to guard them at the moment, especially Father Delano, which is an important person to the churches on the shield.
There's no other entrances?
Yeah, she not. Well, first, she nods at Indigo and says, "Yeah, okay, you are less stupid than Cordelia made you sound."
Damn it! What did she say?
Only the truth.
But Syrinx, as for no other entrances, she shakes her head and she says, "Nope, only one entrance and only one place that you can go in and out."
This is a fire hazard.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, speaking of fire hazards, we could just start a fire.
She
No?
She kind of tilts her head at that as she says, "Well, we'd have to keep up that distraction for a good long bit in order to keep her away, then very carefully sneak up to the VIP room. You guys do whatever the hell you're going to do with Illuna, and I also need to get my information in what seems like a pretty brief amount of time. I'm not saying it won't work, but it's we definitely need to make sure that that fire is kept going for as long as possible."
Syrinx raises a
Man,
hand,
Yeah.
puts it down, and writes, "Well, if your exit plan is the part that you're struggling with, could we maybe help you get out afterwards?"
Again, yeah, if you can find some way to either distract the bouncer, do something to her to incapacitate her, or
Well,
Well-
even then, you're still going to be running out of the room.
Wait. There's a thing we can do. What was your name again, Poppy?
yeah.
If you go in, and as you're doing your thing, before we leave, can you cut Father Delena's hand?
Syrinx
need-
squints.
Need both of them, maybe one.
She nods as she says, well, that doesn't seem unreasonable. If you guys can take down that bouncer and make sure she's down for the count." Sure.
Syrinx picks up gambling addiction and writes down, "In lieu of cutting off someone's hand, did you just have him touch this flump for like 15 whole seconds?"
15 whole seconds.
I'm
She-
so worried it's going to die. I'm so worried.
No.
Awkwardly just kind of holds gambling addiction.
What color does he turn?
Looking for the colors again.
Blue for sadness, green for curiosity, red is anger. I don't remember what pink is. I think just happiness.
Pink's amazing. Let's go with like there's a little bit of like red, as like the flump is feeding off of her energy. Yeah, it's probably the closest thing of like the
No.
flump would read is red. As she looks and says, "I mean, sure, but I will just note, if worse comes to worse, I'm cutting off the arm and getting the hell out of there."
Both arms. Unless, which one of you guys studied the thing? Do you guys know which hands?
Yeah, when I studied
need-
the runes, do I know which hand it is?
Let's go with right.
Syrinx holds up his right hand and wiggles his fingers.
Fun. Okay, we have. Yeah, we can use the flump, or do the other thing that Siren doesn't like, and us. We gotta think of a plan. I'll send you a message. I think we'll talk within ourselves, unless you guys have other plans.
Yeah. She nods as she says, as she whispers to you, "Okay, but food delivery will be ready in about an hour, and that's about when I need to go up. So, yeah, make sure whatever plans you have, just relay it to me by then." As once again she gives like this cheery smile as she says, "Well, let me know if you guys need anything else here." As she gives you guys a wink before heading back to the bar.
Oh god.
Thank you, sweetheart. Have a good one.
God.
I can't
Oh,
look up
what-
the text for Insight Greed anymore.
Look up. I sent
So
you a
sorry.
thing that to be able to.
It's not in the base book.
Is it not in there?
No.
Even on the thing I sent you? It's there.
Well, there it is.
Mickey Dot is down as we're recording this.
Yeah, they got hacked. It sounds like they've patched it, but they're doing a very thorough scrub. Maybe
Mhm.
it's here?
It is.
Aha!
Very good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Nemo.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking, you see those big balloons over there? You can't just, burst them.
Wouldn't
I-
the ship
I think
fall?
that take down the airship can.
Yeah, we go down with the airship. We use a little feather fall to save ourselves, but people
You
are gonna
have
start
feather
running. It's
fall?
gonna be chaos. I do.
And does it work on everybody?
Yeah, it's 5 people.
Mhm.
I was
That
gonna
would
say,
kill everyone on the ship.
Are there even like
Yes.
quote unquote lifeboats on the ship? Like just, or is it just a single airship and if anything happens, everyone is fucked?
I think it's
mean,
pretty much. Yeah,
considering-
no, I think it's
considering the-
definitely everyone's fucked.
I think
Considering
Syrinx,
the VIP room the fire has.
Syrinx puts his head in his hands, and then he writes down, assuming that the empathetic argument will not work on you, Pen, wouldn't a crashed airship in which everyone but us died be a little suspicious?
Might be. Unless we say, oh, we just got lost on the way in. Never got to the party. There will be no witness to tell otherwise.
Unless there is.
Yeah, but at this point, if they come along, we're just gone. We're not staying in the city.
Well,
If anyone survives, they're gonna be really fucked up. I mean, they probably wouldn't be able to speak for a few weeks. Days if they're very, very lucky.
well, in a less destructive manner, I suppose I could try inciting greed in her and have her walk away from the door and towards me. Or at least one of my rings in the time that Poppy needs to leave the VIP lounge.
I do.
Yeah, that's
also
good too.
Have,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I do also have the potion I bought from Smiley. I don't know exactly what it does, but anything that looks smoky and not actual potion would be useful if you want to carefully investigate it, Syrinx.
I pick up the potion and I give it a sniff. PM.
Yeah, sorry, which potion was this?
The
This is the
gas
one I bought
one.
from Smiley, one of the few unknown magic items that you
Yeah.
offered us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just trying it. So it's currently corked up right now. I think Smiley specifically told you if you uncork it, that's what's going to like activate it. So I don't. You're just gonna try and sniff it even with the cork.
Yeah.
Arcana with normal Arcana. I won't be mad.
Okay. I guess I can like inspect it through the bottle.
Yeah, just normal Arcana.
Wee 19.
19. With a 19, as you take a look at it, it does appear to be a very noxious gas.
Noxious.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I turned to Plumeria and I write down this appears to be more of the harmful kind than the helpful kind.
Yeah.
Well,
You at least get the feeling you shouldn't sniff this.
I shouldn't give it a good whiff. It might be dangerous if I take all of the damage of the potion all at once.
okay, I'm gonna ask this as well. So, does the ASMR woman, is she the kind that has wings or no?
That's a good question.
She does have wings. Yeah, you can see these like
Yeah, rip them off.
black feathery wings on her back.
Damn.
That's a
Okay,
very
well,
good note, actually.
I was like, well, there goes that idea, but I think what Plumeria will pipe up and say then, perhaps we could uncork this and roll it over a bit inconspicuously. And unfortunately, she is the type that has wings, so that ruins my idea of throwing her overboard when she is distracted.
Wait, Syrinx's eyes go wide as he
That
writes
also
down.
ruins my plan.
We could make it completely hidden to us, because we could set the potion down elsewhere. Then I could use Mage Hand to push it towards her and uncork it.
That would work.
We just need to wait until Poppy's cue. And did you have another kill everyone plan to mention?
No, it just that Asimar flying just ruined the first one. So unless
Oh
we
yeah, and
cut
Poppy
her
has
wing-
gambling addiction now. Sorry.
Pen, were you also wanting to toss her overboard?
No, I wanted to destroy the airship, but she would survive because she can fly.
That would be a witness.
Yeah, that's a witness.
So
Let's
then
kill her.
I think the bottle might be a good way to start.
Yeah. So we're going with the bottle plan. I'm messaging Poppy. Should I?
I nod. I look at
Cool.
Indigo.
He just shrugs. He's just kind of going with it because he doesn't really know what.
His eyes akimbo.
Yeah, Indigo's kind of just like, okay, so first thing first, just to confirm the plan is Poppy goes in to deliver the food. She goes in with the gambling addiction.
Yes.
Okay. Then as that's happening, you guys perform a distraction by making the flask turn invisible, using the flask to
Not
hit
the
her.
flask invisible. We're gonna drop it like before the plane even starts, just somewhere on board.
Yeah.
And then have it inconspicuously roll across the ship over to the Asimar. And
Use
then,
Mage Hand.
Using-
yeah, using Mage Hand.
I can use invisible mage hand just so we're a little bit more in the
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, great. Awesome. Cool beans. You do all of that, and then from there, are you going to then use Insight Greed, or are you just kind of hoping the potion does all of the work for you?
Oh, at least
Or
be a
he's gonna
huge
play it by ear.
distraction. And then
I
Poppy
think-
can hopefully sneak by.
I want to say probably we use the Insight Greed.
Okay, yeah, I
Maybe
can do that
that
too.
guarantee.
All right. Yeah, because I will give you. Poppy says she probably needs like, it's not a 30-second distraction. It's maybe like a few minutes at least.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Pen, once you
Indigo,
roll the
maybe
bottle
you
over,
can-
could you toss my ring into the gas?
Sure.
What's your ring, by the way?
What?
What's your ring?
I have a 50 gem point, 50 gold point,
gem
gold.
point. Gold point.
I have an expensive
good boy
ring
point
that
ring?
I can channel Insight Greed through. It's the material component.
Yeah, great. So you're going to use your 50 good boy point ring in
My
order
50
to.
good boy point ring.
Great. Awesome. Lovely.
Hopefully I get it back at the end, but you know, if I don't, I guess it's not the end of the world.
And if everything else fails, we kill the Asimar and destroy the airship, right?
And witness this.
Yeah, that's sure.
I guess.
Alright.
Yeah,
There's
go
no
ahead.
way we can take out every person on the ship. And if
Just
we
need to
do,
take out the flying ones.
people have still seen our faces. That's not good.
Yeah, sure.
Indigo?
Fucking Mike.
What?
Yeah. Can I go with Poppy?
Well, you would need to talk to her in order
Well,
to
I
do
know,
so.
but I want to convey this to the group.
Why?
Syrinx writes down, it would be reassuring to have someone there to keep an eye on gambling addiction.
What
I
if I
suggest
haven't?
me because 1, I'm also an elf. 2, I
I
could
want
try
to wear
and
the bunny outfit.
fuck off. No. I don't mean going in as like a, just going in as myself, as what I am, not as a fucking helper. 1, I'm an elf. 2, I know Father Delana and how he works, kind of.
Ooh, I think Syrinx adds, wouldn't your father recognize you?
It's been
Yeah,
years.
That's a very bad fucking decision, though.
Could we turn you invisible?
Again,
4
the
people sneaking in there invisible might be difficult. 1 would be fairly easily.
Just confirm that the SMR has 2 sides.
Yeah,
so
but she'll be
that wouldn't
distracted.
work.
Oh, wait, no, that's
Yeah.
before.
Getting in though, you won't be
Brr.
distracted. Yeah.
If we
Very
really
slowly
think
shrug.
someone- If we really think someone needs to go in there, I could maybe hide on the food cart.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Okay.
I
No,
mean,
that's fair.
like out of
I'm
character,
so
if
scared if your father recognizes you, Indigo, you're dead.
He has not seen me in years. Like, years.
yeah, but
Hmm.
he's
You're-
a dumbass child that looks kind of similar to you.
Eh.
How,
You're
okay,
out.
I look around the
That's
ship.
the
How many elves look at least moderately like Indigo?
Moderately like Indigo. I'd
Yeah.
say most of the elves there, they
I was
They
gonna
look like
say, aren't
people.
most of them Shatter Kai too?
Yeah.
yeah, there's a good portion that are Shatter Kai. Like technically-
That's just another schmo.
Indigo, I feel like you would recognize. He kind of has a point. It is extremely dangerous if he is recognized, but like, there's a decent chance he isn't.
Yeah, okay. Now looking around the room, I give credence to Indigo's plan.
Mm-hmm.
I give him a nod. I look at Plumeria.
Fact of the matter is still getting you in there before we,
Yeah.
kicked in the distraction.
Well, Pen, how much is Plumeria? How much is Poppy carrying?
Carrying in
Well,
what way?
considering she's carrying a flump and a tray of, drinks.
Suppose a helper isn't out of the mention.
Pen, would you mind sending a message to Poppy about this?
Yeah, sure. I send a message to Poppy. I see whatever she's and point a finger and go. Would be weird if you got an assistant going in with you. Would it be weird?
Wait, so which one of you is going up there to help me?
I point to Indigo.
Either Indigo or Plumeria.
She. You hear a message in your mind. Well, if I have my choice in this, I would rather the person that didn't try to, the one who is a Fae and not the one who talked to Cordelia and asked her why we should keep Cordelia alive in that whole mission there, because that was the thing that Indigo did.
That's a good point there. So Indigo, Poppy doesn't like you very much, buddy.
Oh no.
No one does at this point, which is fair. But
It's just
who is gonna get close enough to Father Delano, other than an elf?
There is an awesome situation there.
Huh?
They're going for a hostage situation, Poppy is, right?
I think Poppy will at least put in your mind then that, like, at this point, like, if I'm getting backup, it's not going to be to, like, to charm and schmooze them, It's going to be muscle that I need to back me up in case shit goes awry and I'm not able to keep everyone hostage up there. So
Yeah, it's they're gonna fuck up shit. It's not gonna be talky time.
Yeah, from the stories that Cordelia told me about Plumeria and her double nat 20s to do 100 points of damage, it does sound like Plumeria seems like the person to fuck shit up, as it were. But again, I'll at least trust you guys on this once if you absolutely need Indigo to go up there with me.
Thank you. I will relay your message to them. I relay my message to them.
He makes a fair point, and he just kind of looks to the group with a shrug. Izzy really wants him to go in, but like it makes sense.
Yeah. I guess Syrinx is indifferent.
I know you would like to, but I believe this would be for the best.
Yeah, I'm partial to Plumeria going.
I mean, are they gonna really notice the help? Not too much.
Yeah, they're gonna just assume Plumeria is one of the workers here.
But
We're just gonna
okay,
hide in
so
her coat.
my concern
after
is,
that,
how are we going to get this flump close to Father Delana without him being like, "Why is the help trying to give me this thing?" That's kind of what I meant.
fight
Sorry.
there.
Well, I was
It's
under the
good.
impression that once everything started hitting the fan, she was going to forcibly make him touch it.
Oh, do you think
Uh,
how heavily guarded he is? She's going to be able to.
There's only 2 people in there, theoretically.
If they see it's not a good plan, they're
through the
gonna
door.
probably
You
back
see-
out.
Is this door open or curtain or whatever?
I think you can at least hear like some noises from upstairs. It's definitely much quieter. I'd say you guys could estimate like maybe tops like 3-4 people up there currently. There's not a ton of people in the VIP area.
Yeah, but we don't know what kind of people are there.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're
And
reasonably strong.
Could you ask Poppy how she knows how many people are in the VIP lounge and how many there are?
Yeah. Hey, Poppy, it's me again, your boy, Ben.
Absolutely.
Do you know how many VIP lounge and who they are?
So Delana for sure. Tabas Morning Moon for sure. Those are the 2 people I'm going to deliver food to. It's likely at this point, there's another orcish couple there. I hear they're pretty big on gambling though, so it wouldn't surprise me if they decided to come down here to gamble a little bit at this point. So
Well, should we wait until we see them emerge for you to go in? I
That's
say after
a
Pen does the whole
gamble.
relay thing.
Yeah, that's a gamble in itself, though. We're not sure they're gonna come in, but it's possible. It's a big possibility, but waiting for them I'm not sure about that, you know?
I guess Syrinx shrugs and says, or writes down, well, at that point, if we know there's a fair number of people up there, wouldn't it be best to send as many people in with Poppy inconspicuously as we could? I know Plumeria can hide and Indigo has a fairly good cover, so why not both?
But then it's just you and me take
Well,
asking the lady.
We are the ones who need to also rather inconspicuously execute the disguise plan, and we're the only magic casters doing that.
That's
Yeah,
true.
them.
I didn't think of that. Sorry. That's Izzy talking. That's
No,
Pen's
you're
dementia
good. I
talking.
think that is our plan unless there is disagreement. Send both with her.
I think that's a good
Send
idea.
both.
Because I don't like the scary part. I think our plan is as good as it's gonna get, you know, given Poppy's plan. The scary part is Poppy getting overpowered when she's doing the interrogation. Because then we lose gambling addiction. That's the worst case scenario.
The
Yeah,
worst
we
case
gotta
scenario is
protect
also
him.
not getting the hand. Poppy just dies for nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
the gambling
really care
addiction.
about- Don't really
Ellie
care
has
about
chosen
all of
his
you
favorite
guys.
NPC.
God. I do worry,
Up.
though, that afterwards, they're gonna know our faces. And I would prefer them to know as few of us as possible being involved with this. It
Hmm.
makes sense for me, since I'm Fae. But not so much for Indigo.
Honestly, I could give a rat's ass about what they see.
You know, there's so. We're gonna leave the town anyways.
Syrinx frowns. I would like to have a way to see my sister in the future. But I suppose I'm not going in the room anyway.
Yeah. You can't come back here by yourself.
He nods.
So.
Once. I suppose that'll be a hurdle, but I get over when I get to it.
So we send you both in. For reasons.
Just in case Poppy gets overpowered, in case there's something unexpected in the VIP room.
Yes.
Those are the two who don't need to be outside to execute the distraction. All in agreement, say aye.
I
still think Indigo should remain with you out here.
Hmm.
Kind of same.
Do we just want to flip the coin at this point? Because I am scared of Poppy being overpowered.
Mhm. How about this, by the way? I'll give you a bit of a middle ground. You could have someone at least wait decently close to the door, or at least, like, you know, when, like, the shit's beginning to happen. You know, if Poppy gets just overpowered at a certain point, then, like, if you can just hear her yelling, then,
then, like, we'd already have started the distraction.
Mm-hmm.
And Indigo could dart in under the cover of the gas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
If there's anything unexpected up there, then yeah, no, you definitely see Poppy, like, or you'd be able to hear Poppy if you, like, posted up near the VIP room. You guys could easily get, like, over here or anything like that without being terribly suspicious. At least Indigo could get there without being terribly suspicious.
What do you mean? The
Plumeria,
rest of us aren't suspicious at all?
Well, I'm saying of Plumeria and Indigo.
Yeah.
Indigo, you could get there without being suspicious. Plumeria, you'd maybe have to have a bit of a reason
that
to cover.
appeases me. Izzy?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, everyone in
The
agreement
dementia
say
voice, that's a
aye.
good plan. Aye.
So the full
Aye.
plan is Plumeria goes in, Indigo lurks outside close-ish. Pen and Syrinx instigate the smoke bottle and greed distraction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need a full minute, right?
Yes.
About a minute, yeah.
I mean, as much time as we can give Poppy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's the plan then.
Cool.
I
Some-
message Poppy.
All right, yeah, and Poppy agrees then. Cool. So, yeah, some time passes. Eventually, you guys see that
Hey, real quick. Plumeria needs to give Pen the potion.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
gotcha.
God.
Oh, you forgot to hand off the correct items.
God.
I've got
Oh.
you.
No, okay, so everyone has
Even
the
I'd
right
go
stuff.
and kick your ass.
Alright, at some point, let me just double check something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way-
I just dropped the ring off my finger in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, you do so. Roll like the shittiest performance check. It is like fucking DC 5. I
Did you
feel like
say
that's very
performance?
easy.
Better use my mirror. No, just kidding.
Just in case.
Just in case my +9 performance is
I
getting
forgot
a
you're a
5.
bard. Just in case you just don't horribly fuck it up.
This is 25.
Yeah, you perfectly know how to emulate the feeling of drunkenly walking around and accidentally dropping a ring.
Am I emulating it? Alright, there's the ring.
What?
Am I emulating at this point?
No, it's perfection. Yeah, you're a method actor, Syrinx. You you fool yourself and you're just losing the ring. And
There
you
it
see where
is.
it is, thankfully.
Cool.
We go over here.
Okay.
And you go
some
stakes
time.
up.
Yeah, some time passes, and you two can see a drunken orc couple beginning to walk down.
Oh, hey,
Um,
perfect.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's good.
what Poppy said was accurate, then it should be only Delana and Tabris up there. Plumeria, where are you hanging out as the orc lady and the orc man walk down? Yeah, I'm assuming Indigo, you're posted up by the door, just like.
Oh yeah, we're at my token.
All right, I'm looking at Poppy's uniform. Where is Plumeria going?
In the butt.
God no.
God. Oh no, I thought for like the food cart it'd kind of be like. You know,
Yeah, it was like a classic food cart situation.
Yeah,
You could maybe like hide in her poofy sleeve.
Oh my god. I thought it was just like the classic hotel like food cart.
Yeah, hotel
That makes
food cart
way more
situation.
sense.
We don't gotta hide you in Poppy's
Jesus
costume.
That
Yeah,
makes far more sense. Thank you. I didn't know she wasn't just like
Yeah,
carrying a
Elliot.
tray.
Perfect. No.
Christ.
Put her in the titties.
You know that actually happened in my fucking Disney campaign. We had to shove fairy godmother in someone's titties.
Jesus Christ.
We're classy here on Illuna Nights,
You know
alright?
what? Fuck off.
Did.
As
We're
yeah,
above this.
as she takes the tray, you can see like a fine plate of food. She looks at gambling addiction. Poppy does, as she says, "Hey there, buddy. Can you pretend to play dead for a second?" As
What are you doing to
gambling addiction just kind of like shrugs with its tentacles, then just like flops over, tongue sticking out, eyes askew. As
Good.
she scoops him and kind of like puts him atop a plate as she looks over to you, Plumeria, and says, apparently flump meat is something of a delicacy here.
What?
So
How
this
dare
would be
he.
a good enough disguise for him.
Wow.
You can't do that.
As she says, sorry about this, buddy, as she takes some ketchup and kind of pours it over him. As he squirms a little, but accepts this.
Wow, Shiva.
My
I
son.
love
I can't
this.
believe you.
But
If anything happens to gambling addiction, I'm kicking your ass.
yeah, when she pats him on the head, as she says, "Don't worry, though, I won't let him hurt you."
No.
As she pets a gambling addiction's eye stalks. Yeah. She leaves the food cart for a little bit to go take a smoke break, which is a perfect time for you, as the food cart's fairly unattended here, to at least just quickly sneak under the big dish. So I'm assuming you're doing so, Plumeria.
Yep, that's the goal.
Cool. All right, you do so. And yeah, no, the flask is also, I'm assuming, dropped with a 25 performance check. I'm gonna let that ride.
Yeah, I'll just
Um,
drop it like
Like
under this
that,
balloon.
Yeah. Great. Pen, you know where both of those are. I'm assuming you're kind of posted up like here-ish.
Yeah.
Just to get easy access to both of them. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Poppy begins to walk over with the food cart. The bouncer begins to steps aside as Poppy is led into the VIP area.
Can do I get a good look of the VIP area when she like goes in?
Roll me. Let's go with either stealth or perception with disadvantage. If you roll stealth, you might be kind of like, you might get noticed a little bit by the bouncer. But if you roll perception, there won't be any negative consequences beyond you just not seeing anything.
I'm just
with
gonna roll
disadvantage.
perception. You said disadvantage too.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Come on, motherfucker.
Oh, that's so
shit.
sad.
Oh no.
That's so
Motherfucker.
sad.
Fuck you and your disadvantage.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as you try to kind of like peek over, the bouncer is blocking most of the room itself, as you can't really see around her.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Okay,
Mhm.
Shiva.
Yeah.
Pain.
You do at least hear some conversations happening from inside the
You
room.
just feel bad because I failed.
But 7:30. Should we go ahead and take our 15-minute break here
How
so we
dare
can
you.
so we can have shit pop off afterwards.
Sure, I'm scared.
Fine.
Didn't like that okay Shivan gave us.
Okay, yeah, it's a
Cuban's
good
definitely
plan.
gonna kill us.
Yeah, so, Plumeria, you get guarded by, um,
Poppy.
I'm just blinking at Poppy. Holy shit! Wow,
Are
that was
you okay, dude?
ooh.
Been a long day.
Having a strong. Which screen's all hit?
I did. The stream's like
Did you?
15 seconds behind real life.
Oh god.
Oh,
Yeah, you can ignore it.
Real life.
There we go.
Real life.
Okay.
Oh, I should have played.
So yeah.
Whatever. Sorry.
She
Wait, hold
takes you
up.
upstairs.
I think our Wi-Fi is shitting itself.
what?
Is it?
It says
Oh,
we're
no.
unstable.
Well, to kind of go to shit.
I'm gonna give it a couple seconds and drop some of my browser stuff. See, it doesn't help. I don't need my notes up at this point. Here, let me switch back to the BRB page real quick and see what it does.
Max, relax.
Rhymes.
Yangi.
Yeah, he's just a little shithead.
Sometimes my computer doesn't like that I
He's
am.
mad I wouldn't let him in the closet while I was cleaning it.
It doesn't look like that I'm watching stream.
It's too rough. He's the one flopping all over the place.
I'm watching on the stream manager and playing at the same time. Pause it. There we go.
Oh, so while I was cleaning my closet, as Elliot's fixing this, I found my old sketchbooks, and in the front of one of my sketchbooks, hold on, I can send a picture.
Is it thirsty art?
No,
God.
it's
Not
something
this
we
time.
all can appreciate. Hold on.
Porn.
No.
Yeah, we're dropping frames. It's just the internet connection. It's not my laptop.
Weird, because I feel like my connection's fine.
Yeah,
Take
my everything's loading free. Hey, someone in the chat, are we like horrifically dropping frames or is it fine?
It's stuck on We'll Be Right Back, and
I
it's,
just
like,
switched it
pixely.
back. Sorry.
It's,
No,
it looks fine here.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that
Refresh.
we're just getting like an old report from
Did you just
Twitch.
fucking knock my thing over, you mother?
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
refreshing.
Yeah, it says it's dropping frames, but if
Yeah.
it's not actually dropping frames, we'll just go with it. Okay, and transition.
You only need 2 frames.
Just two.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Ray.
Yeah, so Poppy takes you upstairs, and as she does, Plumeria from inside of this cart, you can hear 2 voices talking to each other who you can assume to be Father Delana as well as Tabris Morning Moon. Indigo, as you're close enough to the door, you can at least hear a decent amount of this conversation. As you can hear your you can hear Tabris Morning Moon say, so what would be the good news, Father? As Father
Wait, father? Oh
Yes,
no, wait,
Father
that's
Delana.
right. Never mind.
Yeah,
I was like,
that
wait,
is-
holy shit!
Yeah,
Father
sorry.
Delana's my
It's
grandfather.
confusing. Ah!
So,
God.
The lore.
What is the good news, Delana? As you can hear Delana respond, this whole city feels like it's on a bed of powder kegs, honestly, waiting for someone just to light a match. Though there's no need for any of you to worry, of course. The Inquisitors will crush out any sort of signs of resistance. Speaking of which, how's Sazriel? As you can hear Tabris say, oh, he's doing well for himself, though he's been busy with work. And you can hear Delana about to follow up with a question. And what about the search for light? As you can hear Tabris just cut him off. He says, please, let's not. understand he still has worth to the church, but I don't have any ties to him anymore. I only have one son, and it's Azrael.
Oh, I'm.
God.
Mm, um,
Oh shit.
do I have my
Mhm.
sword?
As what? Mhm.
Do I have my sword? Were we
Yeah, you're
allowed
just
our
gripping
weapons?
onto it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's shite. Oh.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm
Mhm.
cool. I'm calm. It's good. We're good.
Yeah. As you do so. Um. Yeah, you can then hear Poppy just kind of like just greet the two as she says, "Have a special something planned for you two." As she kind of taps the tin that you're inside of, just to let you know to get ready for backup. Then.
Yeah, no, Claire's just kind of getting ready in case she hears shit hitting the fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you can hear just the glow of a magic staff, as you hear Poppy say, "All right, you two, no funny business, no movements, no screams. I want to hear everything about where you've been taking Faye, and I want to hear you say it now." As that goes on, you can we'll cut back to the bottom of the ship as Pen and Syrinx. It's about time for your distraction.
I look at Pen. I'm waiting for him to
Yeah,
deliver the gas canister.
I starting to gas up. I take my invisible mage hand and move it over to the place we agreed on,
Mm-hmm.
It's like
which
up here,
was
isn't it?
agreed on.
Yeah. Yeah, right here.
It's about here. Yeah, right here. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Put it down and unscrew it. I take off the little buttons.
What does it do, pray tell?
I open it.
All right. As you unscrew it, I'm assuming you've aimed it so it's closest to the Asimar woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the smoke begins to target her, as it envelopes her, she just begins to cough. As that happens, it's decently far away from you, but part of this, what this item does, is it also targets the person who tried to open it. I will at least give you this. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity save because you're decently far away from it. Go ahead and roll me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Normal. Let's go.
17. You managed
That was
to
close.
scoot your way back.
Oh god.
As the smoke is dissipated by the time it reaches you, and because it only hit her, you can see that she is like kind of let's go with this, just kind of covered in this bit of you can see some like black phlegm as she begins to cough. As she now has disadvantage on all saving throws.
Hey, while the smoke is happening, that's actually great.
Yo.
Oh, good.
While the
That went
smoke
better
is
than
happening, I'm gonna behind, where like Plumeria and Poppy talked earlier. I'm gonna cast Incite Greed on the ring.
Great. So as part of Incite Greed, you choose any number of creatures, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm assuming, are you targeting pretty much everyone in the room besides Indigo and Pen?
I think it would be sus to target everyone. So I'm just gonna target her.
You're just going to target her as you point like your ring towards her, yeah?
Okay, wait. Let me do one thing.
Okay.
So if I target everyone, they're gonna be like, that was weird after. But
Mm-hmm.
if I target just her, then other people might impede Poppy.
Possibly.
I'm gonna
What-
target everyone.
You're gonna target everyone.
And it's a charm.
Yes.
So would my book affect everyone or just people I select?
What is your book? You can impose
I can
disadvantage.
impose
on-
disadvantage on one saving throw against a charm.
Then it would just be one person you impose
Okay.
disadvantage.
Well, she
on,
already
not
has
everyone,
disadvantage,
unfortunately.
so.
Yeah.
There's
Is there anyone you want to specially select out to make sure they get charmed by this?
no one sus looking as far as I know.
There's no one that really stands out to you. No. Do you want to pick an NPC though, just to really say fuck you to them?
Ooh, no. I can also use my book so that people won't notice if it fails or ends.
Yeah. Okay. So that's only
also
if
only
it
on
ends.
charms. What?
Okay. That would just be though if it says at the end of the spell they know that you charm them.
Oh, Insight Greed doesn't say that.
Yeah, Insight does not say
Okay,
that.
so I'll just one random person, maybe the person closest to the door who looks kind of tough.
Yeah. Well, let's go with this. The orc man and the woman that came downstairs. I guess the orc
Yeah,
man.
them, because they'll know they can run in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do both of them.
Can you do both? I thought there was only one person.
Well, I have 3
Oh, no, spend two
charges.
charges. Okay, so you can
Can
spend
I,
two
can,
charges.
can I
to
use
target
2 of
both
them?
Sure.
Okay, that's what I'll do. And it's a wisdom save against my wizard spell save.
Okay, against your wizard spell save.
Mhm.
What's your wizard spell save?
16.
All right. As you cast a wizard spell, you know that robe that you got from the extremely suspicious
wait.
vendor?
Oh no! Oh no!
As you begin to cast that spell, Syrinx,
No.
you can feel like this searing pain that courses through your body as you have this violent splitting headache as you're now begin to just be doubled over in pain. So, what's your spell save DC?
16?
Cool. Subtract 10 from that. In addition, whenever you cast any sort of wizard spell, there's now a minus 10 modifier to that.
What?
Is that permanent?
You mentioned it was cursed, and now I'm scared.
But thankfully, that is only for any of your wizard spells. If you cast a bard spell, it does not have that effect. This would only be for
Charisma
spells you cast
spell.
with your intelligence modifier. You can feel like your mind being shocked.
Owie, I'm in pain. Well, they all have disadvantage. Maybe they'll still fail.
Yeah. And I'll roll for the room in general. We'll go with just one roll. We'll give him disadvantage. Or probably not,
Wait.
especially.
Are you gonna roll for get him some meds? Are you gonna roll for the ASMR separately? I'm imagining she has a stat block.
Yeah, so I'll roll for the Aasimar separately, or
Okay.
rather I won't actually at all,
Oh.
because she's immune to charmed.
Oh, okay, understood.
As...
What the
Wow.
fuck?
I don't know what to tell you about
They have
that
a
one,
minus
man.
1. This is bullshit, Mark.
As... Yeah, I'm sorry, here's what happens. You raise up your ring, sort of suspiciously.
No, the ring's
you
on the
double
ground.
over in pain.
The ring's in the ground.
You need to hold up the ring. It very specifically says you present the gem as the material component. In Sight Greed, I would imagine you're holding up the gem for people to admire.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The site I was looking at is fucking scuffed and just gives me a ring.
Yeah, sorry. That's why I specifically said look at the site I gave you because it's real. The site I gave you was real. The first
I am on the site you gave me.
Oh no, it said you present the gem as the material component and choose any number of. You present the gem as a material component. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You
That does
understand
make
why I'm-
sense.
Time to go invisible and jump off the ship.
So here's what everyone else sees in the room.
I
You
hold
present
up the gem, and
you
it just
hold it
fucking
up,
collapse.
You're wearing starry robes. You then double over in pain as everyone's now staring at you.
It worked, guys. I'm the distraction.
And the ASMR woman is staring directly at you, incredulously, as she slowly reaches for her sword. I don't know what to tell you, my man. I'm so sorry.
Why'd you roll
This
so
has gone
high?
She was
worse
immune,
as
Daniel.
possibly can, as she reaches for her sword and says, "Okay, yeah, drop your weapon, drop all your spell casting shit. Good. Go down, fucking like hands on the ground, where I can see them.
I'm
and
on the
I
ground
won't have to
already.
bother you."
Syrinx is just in the fetal position.
You're just in the fetal position, crying as the ASMR woman's coming to arrest you.
Syrinx desperately grabs for his notebook and he writes down, "There's something weird with this ring. I found it on the ground."
Mm-hmm. As
I did find it on the ground because apparently I dropped it. Went to go pick it up again.
Could Elliot even attempt for
There's also like the
performance?
smoke happening.
Yeah, and she's coughing a little bit, but she's at least just looking at you as she says, yeah, okay, so you are going to be taken into custody for this. We'll see if that story then checks out.
I'm gonna message Syrinx. Do you want me to blow up the airship, dude?
Syrinx sends back, "No."
Syrinx is actively, like, at this point, she's, like, on top of you, like, beginning to arrest you as she puts your hands behind your back.
I'll get out of this somehow.
I'll message
Just gonna let
Syrinx.
things play out.
I'll message Syrinx again. At least you're an elf. You have rich people on your side. I mean, Loretta. And that's a distraction.
Syrinx just
So-
sends back, "It will be fine."
Indigo and Pen roll me insight checks. I feel like both of you with advantage because you kind of know what's
Wait,
up.
does
and, like,
Indigo just sense that this is happening?
No, and you're at the bottom of the stairs, right? Like you're at the
Oh,
you're
yeah.
still on the bottom floor here.
Oh no.
Wait, nat 20 for Pen. Pen,
Well, for-
as you you look over and like you think, well, if Syrinx gets arrested, this is extremely shitty because that ring is definitely not magical in any way, shape, or form.
Unless it is. It's not.
Is it? Is it? Could have gaslit me there, but I appreciate your honesty. As you realize, unless you can find some insane plan to try and convince her that this was all a ruse, this shit has officially gone completely south.
Well, I think Syrinx does send back with the message, "Don't implicate yourselves with me, it'll only make it worse."
Yeah,
Have any magic rings with us?
I don't.
Guys.
Wait, no! Pen can't message me.
Why?
I have a ring
ring-
that prevents all telepathic communication.
Okay, so this is okay. So that's actually even better then. Pen, you try to message Syrinx. You see he's in a horrible bind. You get no response back. It's just up to you. What does Pen decide to do?
So the first message I sent Syrinx was, "Do you want me to blow this airship?" And I got no
There's
reply.
silence, and there's silence for an answer.
No. So, okay, Syrinx, I think, would I know that he's trying to message me?
I mean, I'd say no because the specific point of message is that
God.
if you don't get the message,
Wait,
you
you
don't
wouldn't
know.
know, right?
Hold on. Didn't you say in order to get a message you had to point at the person? Wouldn't
not
Pen be
point.
trying to
Yeah, you
point
did- you
at
did
Syrinx
point. Yeah,
in order
you
to
pointed
send the
at Syrinx.
message? Wouldn't
Yeah,
that be
yeah.
like
Yeah.
They're
an
general
indication?
directions.
You point in the general. Okay, I would assume you were doing so to be as stealthy as possible.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna notice that. Okay,
Yeah.
go on. I concede.
Yeah.
I would have no
Okay.
idea.
So, Pen, you just hear silence. You have no Syrinx, you have no idea what's going on.
I
This
don't.
is getting so scuffed. I'm
It's
so
getting worse.
sorry. guys.
Where's Poppy in the plan at this time? The guard is gone.
Yeah. Wait, let's
Poppy's-
go to the other scene to
Mario,
see
from
what's
what you can tell, things seem to be going well. As like
the gas is
you,
blocking off all vision to that door.
yeah, gas is
Hey,
blocking
can I
off
sneak
all
in?
vision to that door. As Poppy, like, yeah, you can hear Delana say, like, okay, let's calm down here. Like, do you really think you'll be able to, to get out of this situation? As Poppy just scoffs as she says, "Oh, please, that's the difference between us and you, Highborn. I'll gladly lay down my life if it means that I can save my fey brethren." As she stares Delana dead in the eye. Well, I guess you can't see that from your bowl. As you can hear a very tense silence. We'll cut back down here as
Indigo, you see
Chimera,
this,
you can definitely
though.
tell things are going well, and but from what you can tell, things are going extremely well up there, and it looks like Poppy's going to be able to get the info.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Cool.
point in the general direction of where Poppy is and say,
Mhm.
I'm gonna blow up the airship. Get ready.
You're just gonna yell that out loud?
No, he's
No.
using message.
And using message.
Oh,
It
to
goes
Poppy?
through walls.
That would be so
Yeah.
bad for Poppy though, because she's in the middle of her plan.
Yeah.
He can reply.
And
Yeah, as Poppy says, give me like a minute and I can get the info. I'm assuming shit's has like she quickly just like kind of like just coughs into her hand and she says like, just give me 1 minute, please.
I have 1 minute. And I go back and I time to use all my power.
No.
I'm gonna walk over here and say,
Well, I will at least say
yeah.
this, like, she just appears, she's not gonna hurt Syrinx right now. She's just, like, lording over him, just looking over the room, trying to look for any sort of signs here. You technically could just wait out this minute.
yeah, I'm gonna kind of do that. I'm just gonna go, I'm very confused. What's happening here?
Yeah,
Just asking her.
There's like poison gas floating around the ship.
you make old
Yeah.
man noises aggressively.
What's happening? I'm scared.
Yes, great, perfect. Plumeria, you hear a message as she thankfully can I'm gonna say that the tin itself probably is less than 1 inch of metal.
I would
as-
hope so.
It's a tape.
Yeah, as she just coughs into your hand once again, and you can hear a whisper in your mind, Plumeria, as she says, "Okay, I think your friends are burned. As soon as you can, make sure that you can fucking like get the fuck out of here." As
Sure,
she
can fly.
screams out, "I want answers fucking now," as she kicks the cart, the cart begins to roll back down, or at least like onto the stairs. It makes a bit of like a clatter, as it like hits a wall, but it's not like too noticeable. But Plumeria, if you wanted to, you could possibly sneak out and try to like at least head down towards like on the ground floor to get ready for the clusterfuck your friends have created.
yeah, I'm gonna
okay,
assume Poppy is going to still commit and fucking get the handprint from the flump. If not, she's gonna like maybe gesture the thing over. But yeah, she's gonna probably try and dart back out.
Syrinx is gonna seeing that Pen is approaching, he's gonna make meaningful eye contact and like look at the exit of the ship. Then back at Pen, then at the exit of the ship. Then at Pen, and at the exit of the ship.
Yes, buddy, I'm gonna to get you out of here.
Oh Christ!
Can I attempt to dip? First.
Yeah,
We've all forgotten that Syrinx can teleport.
Yeah, you do so without complication. As Poppy is like thankfully just like because of all the shit you guys have pulled downstairs, she's able to keep Delana and Indigo's father distracted. As Plumeria, you head down the stairs. All right, high or low to see what Poppy is going to do next for her end of the bargain.
Hey.
Always high. All right.
I'm scared.
As,
No, Poppy, no.
Floppy, yes.
as Plumeria, you can hear a scream. As
Going,
you
then I have
can
to.
tell how Poppy probably got the arm. as she tries to just like toss it towards like the door as you can see an arm sail above you.
Oh my god.
Can I catch
So
it?
happy right now.
No, Plumeria. Well, you're not there, but Plumeria was able to
Oh.
catch it.
Can they even see me? I'm down the stairs, right?
You're down the stairs. I mean, you hear a scream from behind you, and you can definitely see the fucking hand like sailing down the stairs.
I think
I
it would
shoved
be
him-
cool if Indigo's just like leaning, emoting against the wall and catches the
Yeah.
hand in midair.
Can I shove it in my bag?
Yeah, you grab the arm, you shove it in your bag, as you peek down the stairs to see Syrinx currently in handcuffs with the Asimar lady just like trying to establish order at the with all the panicked citizens around.
Oh fuck.
This is fine.
I'm gonna make a bad decision.
No, Syrinx gives you a
No.
nice, sweet smile. Plumeria, it's time for you to run.
Do you acknowledge the sweet smile, or do you just kind of
She's fucking ignoring it.
Oh, God damn it.
God?
So she's gonna go 5, 10, 15. And she's gonna full force punch the Asmar in the face.
Oh,
my
God.
fucking god. Guys, we had a play.
Yeah, it went
You-
to shit.
You do
You
so.
guys didn't
as-
have an conversation.
Did she
Sorry,
did
go
she
ahead.
let up her grip of Syrinx or not?
Yeah, as you punch her in the face, it's enough of a distraction that I will give you this. You can either go for one surprise attack against her to start combat, or you start combat but Syrinx is untied and you can, do shit in combat.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do this. So Plumeria can fly. We've already ruled that she can lift Syrinx.
Yeah, oh boy.
Grabbing Syrinx and we're jumping off the edge.
Okay.
What the fuck? What?
you
Okay,
you
that's
do
fair.
so as she says, "Oh fucking hell!"
Yeah, no. And Plumeria also yell, "Fucking bite me!" and
as
trying to goad her into following.
that's what I was gonna have her do anyways. As you can Indigo and Pen, you can see her wings unfurl as she just like rises up into the air and dive bombs down towards Plumeria and Syrinx.
Let's go.
happy. As she's doing that, using the distraction, I'm gonna use a chromatic orb on one of the ship's balloons.
Oh my fucking god.
You
We don't
do
have
so
to do this.
fast.
I have to.
One of the engines explodes as there's screams from everywhere. As Poppy makes her way down the stairs, just kind of like looks at you two as she says, "Okay, Featherfall, we're getting the fuck out of here. You guys ready?"
Yep, I'm ready. Let's go.
Well, hold on.
No,
Indigo's just like, ah.
Yeah.
And
As
there's just
Indigo, you
Yeah.
can definitely tell. You can hear some groans from inside of the VIP room, as you definitely know your father's there. If you want to make a bit of a big exit here. I mean-
there you go.
Do we have time?
We have.
I think
don't think so.
narratively, you just get that
Narratively,
time.
you do because. Yeah,
Okay,
the
I will
airship
say-
is going down. Poppy is about to. You can see her channeling a fireball at the other airship to make sure that it goes down real quick. As she's looking at you two, and she says, "You ready?" And that
Does she
sort of
have
thing. You do them
gambling
now.
addiction with her?
Gambling addiction is firmly planted on her head, safe and sound, with a little bit of ketchup as he kind of takes his tentacle and kind of licks the ketchup off his head.
That's all I want to know.
Hey. So I haven't had a reaction this entire time, and I really wanted to say things. So please, can I
Yes.
do this?
Yeah, sorry. There's a lot happening.
I know. So while the whole arrested shit and like dive bomb blah, happens, I want to go upstairs and see what the happened.
Okay. Yeah, you see Father Delana with his arm just like he's clutching it as you can see him like actively bleeding out from the severe wound that Poppy managed to land on him. as you can hear Tabris just like trying to take like rags to soak up the blood and trying to like cauterize the wound a little bit. As Tabris is just trying to say like, oh, look me along, come on, we can sort this out. Both of them currently like they can't seem to see you as they're very preoccupied. As yeah, you can see the back of your father for the first time in ages. He looks as well you remember, though at this point somewhat older, not terribly so, but you can see the gray beginning to happen. Yeah, as well as a few wrinkles on his face that have emerged in the time you've been away.
Indigo's gonna pull out his sword and slowly start approaching.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that his definitely his eye patch has burned off. The red is there.
Mhm.
The sword
Yeah.
is flamed.
Yeah, and as you begin approaching, Tabris is he's still completely distracted as Father Delana is on the ground. And as you approach, Delana is the first person to see you. As he looks at you, and you can see this man that you've feared your entire life. He stares up at you, and he's afraid.
Good, fucker. Sorry, that's Izzy.
Enjoy it for
dude.
Felinin.
I am. I very much am. After all the shit that happened to my poor
Mhm.
boy, and all the
Yeah.
NPCs that bully him, I'm allowed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what he's gonna do is he's not gonna say anything. All he's gonna do is push his sword right next to his father's face, but the tip of his sword is at Father Delana's throat. Like,
Like going over his shoulder.
Mhm.
yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. I see it in my head.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see the shot.
Yeah, absolutely. As you point your sword at Delana, your father turns around as he looks at you, and for a second there's just sheer confusion before he looks at you and he says, Lysander?
That's not my name anymore, considering I'm not your son, remember?
He looks at you with fury as he says, "So, this is it? You'd betray our good family name for what? A bunch of Fae?"
Those Fae treated me more like family than you ever fucking could. And he's just gonna decapitate him straight up.
Yeah. You decapitate your father.
Yep.
And
No
you-
hesitation. Just off.
Yeah, you do so. As fury begins to well up inside of you. And as you do so, your blade just begins to glow a light with flame once more, stronger than it did before.
Mm-hmm.
As Delana looks at you, he's desperately trying to backpedal away, leaving this trail of blood from his missing arm. As he just looks up at you and says, "Okay, Lysander, we can talk about this. Look at yourself. Look at the danger that you are in right now. We had to do what we did for a reason."
Tell me the fucking reason you did this to me. I was a child.
We were trying. Yeah, I'm assuming at this point you just grabbed him like by the throat.
No, I'm staring straight down at him, letting him grovel backwards, letting him stew in his own mess on the floor where the fuck he belongs. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm getting so angry.
Mhm. Absolutely. As he looks at you and he says, "We were trying to protect you. You can't handle that power, not yet. But come on, come back to the Inquisitors. We can teach you how to handle this. We can teach you to be what you were meant to be."
me what I was meant to be to you. Tell me what the fuck is on my eye. Right now.
You were meant to. You can see he's beginning to grow a little bit delirious as the blood begins to seep from his wound. As he says,
I'll cauterize the wound with my sword then. I'm making him fucking talk.
Well, if you cauterize the wound, that's still going to cause enough pain that you probably just black out then.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just angry and I really want to know what's happening.
As he says, you were meant to be the savior of our kind, Indigo. Lysanther. You are perfection itself. Just look at the sheer power you can wield.
You think that scarring me as a child is perfection? You think what you people do to Faye and to who knows who else is perfection? Why would I want to save a race that hurts others like you've done? Why would I ever want to save a fucking church that does nothing but harm? That does nothing but greed? I'd rather die with this stupid perfection. What else does this eye do?
He looks at you, as he sees the body of Tabris, as you can see, as he is going to, you can see that there's I've said there's guns in this campaign before, right?
Probably.
Or crossbows. As he dashes for the crossbows, he's trying to scramble for it.
Oh no, I'm slicing off his other hand then. Or his other, whatever.
Oh my god.
His limb.
Alright. You do so. Roll me a wisdom save
Fuck
to
you.
See how much you can hold back here.
Ooh, that's a good.
22.
Ooh, I'm good.
With a 22, you don't exactly know how you managed to do this, but you see you cast almost this like blade of flame as it arcs forward and just manages to cleanly chop off his other arm. As he's screaming out in pain as he says, "You, what it does. You are." I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to phrase this right now.
You're good. I'm just sitting on the edge of my seat, holding my breath, Shiva. It's fine.
My back is straightened.
You're welcome. How about, let's go with this. You aren't just perfection. You aren't just the savior of our kind. You are the next step in what we will be. What we once were. As at this point, you can see the light fading from his eyes.
What were we? What are you talking about? What am I? He's just desperate now. He's dying, but
You try to do so, but at this point, Illuna knows that death's coming for him, as his eyes are just glazed over, just taking heaving breaths. At this point, you recognize you're not going to be able to get much more information from him.
Yeah. At that point, he just frowns. Does he have, the symbol of the church on him, like on his neck? I'm assuming, because you know how priests have those like big gaudy ones.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have one?
Yeah. I was going to say, let's go with the symbol of this church in particular. Let's go with it's just an eye in general, because I think that's thematic, and I think you also end up using it for your first design.
I was gonna say, I actually used that for my design on my Inquisitor jacket. That's spooky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that it's an eye, and you remember from what you were told as a child, it's an eye with like the eyelashes representing the rays of the sun themselves.
Even that's exactly why I drew it like that. You motherfucker, get out of my head.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
Same brain cell.
For real. Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
dude. This is why we both DM. Anyway, so he's just gonna take it. Like, he just rips it off him. You deserve to die with no god. And he just pushes it straight into his heart, slow, absolutely as slow as he can, right into his heart, where exactly where the fucking brand is on his chest.
Yeah. As you do so, the sword begins to spark up just more and more, cauterizing the wound as you place your blade in, just prolonging his suffering for as much as you possibly can. Blood drips from his mouth as he looks at you with the last of his life force leaving his eyes. And
Damn.
as this last spark of anger just wells up inside of you with all that you are, all that you were, you suddenly reach this like this absolute eruption as it suddenly just like the anger inside of you becomes almost this perfect stillness of
Ooh.
just this moment where you're so beyond anger that you don't show any sort of signs of it.
It's just calm.
Mm-hmm. You plunge your blade down, and as you do, you think of all just these god-forsaken highborn on the ship, all these goddamn bastards who, if they weren't around, if they weren't around, like what would you have gone through in your life? You could have been normal, and you were what? You all these powers. It was for the sake of them, to defend them. There's a realization that seems to come up in your mind. If you want to try and resist it, go ahead and roll me a wisdom save. If you
I'm
don't, I'll
scared.
keep narrating.
I really want to fuck around and find out.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll fucking do it.
Great. There's a realization that strikes across your mind, and there's only one fate for them. It's not out of anger or malice at this point. You're so beyond that. What it is right now, what their fate is a given. It was always a given from the moment that you were born and they were born. They are going to die right here, right now. As you channel this white hot flame, it begins to explode like a lava plume. From the bottom of the airship all the way to the top, there's just this destruction. As it explodes outwards. I would say, let's go with Poppy and Pen. They can see this like flame just exploding outwards as Poppy looks over at you, Pen, and says, "Okay, whatever the hell happened to him? Do we either need to go in or go now?" As
Nemo.
she looks over at you, Pen, what are you going to do? Try to approach the flames, or
Nemo?
you muted?
Oh,
Nemo?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna tell them you can go now. I'll take care of the boy, and I'll dash inside.
I swear to fucking God, no!
Yeah. She grits her teeth as she says, "Damn it." As
Grab him, Poppy.
she is going to look at you and say, "Is," or
Indigo.
nope, I don't think you. Yeah, as Poppy just looks at you and says, "Just try to be as careful as you can." As she's going to at least wait by the ship for you to try to come back out with Indigo.
You don't need to come back. I have a plan here.
Oh no, you can. Okay. She nods then and says, "All right, fine." As her and gambling addiction feather fall back down.
At least gambling addiction is safe.
Yeah.
He's gambling addiction.
I
is
feel
a
more
little
bad if
parachute.
gambling
Gas
addiction got
feather
hurt.
fall.
The plot's
Fuck all
over
these
if
rich
gambling
people, though.
addiction gets hurt.
Oh god.
I have to save gambling addiction.
Yeah. You run back inside through the flames. As you do, you can see Indigo. You feel like this is going to hurt a decent bit as you run in. You still gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Okay. You dash through the flames. It's just
the
this
fire and the
searing
flames.
white hot hatred. As you can see Indigo just covered in this this fucking plume of light around him. As you can see the only sort of like just a silhouette of Indigo. As you see this absolute feral look on his face as he just wants to rip and tear everything around him. You go ahead and take 30 points of fire damage
God.
just
Damn.
for running in for him.
Yikes! Get the fuck out of here!
Can you uncanny dodge that? Yeah.
You can
I can't dodge that. I can't.
Neat.
Oh no, it's not a fact you can see.
What is fire? You can see the fire.
You can see the fire. Let him. Let him.
I'll allow this. You can, yeah, I'll allow this.
Bullies it into happening.
Don't
Ooh.
let him hurt, please. I'll feel bad.
Pen knows
just
he's
yell,
uniquely
"Boy."
suited to this.
What's happening? Boy,
Do I hear him?
I just yelling and yeah.
You can just hear like it's almost muffled, like you're underwater.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Mm-hmm.
What I see, it's just inside a ball of flames.
Yeah, it's this it's a white hot plume of flames that surrounds him. You can try to reach in to grab him and then see if you can take him out. It's also gonna hurt.
Don't do
I'll
it.
do it.
No!
Wait, slap
I
him with
swear
your
to
mage
fucking
hand.
God, Pen, I'll kick your ass. Stop it.
Stab it.
I'm so stressed.
Oh Christ!
Why did I fuck around and find out? I don't know.
And that is 58 points of damage. As once again, you can uncanny dodge to, I believe, 29, right?
Oh my god.
Jesus
Christ.
You grab Indigo. As Indigo, you can feel someone just like
Some
grabbing you.
tiny
As,
baby hands.
Mm-hmm. For a second, all you feel is rage as you're about to turn to Pen. But Pen, you can talk to Indigo now.
Not worthy, boy. Let it go. Gotta get out of here. Think of Syrinx, Kikyo, Trevor, Fork. Wait, no, that's not his name. Fork.
Morg.
I said sport.
Mario, we're all waiting for you.
I think that's enough.
You look at Pen, and yeah, for a second, like you raised at least your sword up, but for the thankfully, like as you're about to bring your blade down, you see him as you realize this is Pen. What were you just about to do to him? As
Ooh.
the flames stop all at once as you're standing there with your blade about inches away from him.
Oh shit. I hate that. I hate that. Indigo immediately draws back. I think at that point, seeing that how much he hurt Penn, because he's probably singed.
He almost passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely his eye, I think, would be green. I'm gonna say his whole ass eye.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on, now I gotta find that picture.
A new rune.
It is a new rune. I gotta crop it so you don't see the other ones.
Crump.
Hold on. Sorry. Where the fuck is it?
Give us the snipping tool.
Edit. Crop. This one. Done. Yes. Take this. You all. God damn it! Please, just let me give you the eye.
But here, I'll find the eye.
I got it. There it is. Bam.
Okay. Yeah, you look at Penn.
Ooh. Can I post this in the stream?
Yes. Sorry. I just put it there. I look at Penn. The entire eye goes green. His entire persona, after being like all charged up and shit, just dissipates. And he reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out where is it? I have a potion of greater healing, so you get 44 plus 4.
Okay, boy, don't have time now. Let's go.
Yeah, you don't have time. Yeah, you offer him it, but like, yeah,
I mean,
the airship
we can-
is actively has like a giant hole in it, as it's definitely
We
going.
gotta fucking go, but dude.
down.
Okay, he scoops Penn, gives him the potion, and he's like running like down the stairs.
Yeah. You do
Penn
so
has 10
as
feet of movement speed.
the walls are on fire as you manage to duck and weave through the flames. You guys are now on the main
Gotta
bow
jump.
of the ship. As you guys are now on the main bow of the ship, Indigo, you can see the destruction around you. The air is ripe with the smell of burned bodies, as you can see very few of these nobles have survived.
Indigo, ignore those rich folk. Jump off the ship right now.
I think he hesitates, especially with his eye like this. I think
Boy.
Penn and or Poppy is gonna have to just shove him off the ship.
Puppy's gone.
He's gone, but I would say Penn, like, as you guys are on the edge of the ship, you can just, like, fucking use your entire body weight to, like, drag him over.
Yeah, I'm just
Just throw him overboard.
pile drive him.
Do like Mario versus Bowser, like that boss fight.
Yeah.
He spins him and throws him.
As he's
Oh,
carrying you,
okay.
you just like you just grab his arms and then just use your body weight as you lean over the side of the ship as both of you are now in free fall.
Whoa! Like a Spatterfall.
You do so.
No, I'm kidding.
I wanted to ask, where specifically has the ship been flying? Have we been over the Highborn district or like the rest of the city?
Is it just
It's
better if
over
we
the
take
Highborn
out some
district.
Highborn district buildings while we're at it?
Oh
As
god.
yeah, this is definitely over the Highborn district. As
Oh,
you can
God.
see, it's slowly crashing into the ground. Thankfully, it seems that most people on like the streets themselves, it's like a hot air balloon crash or something like that, where it's slowly falling to the ground.
Hmm.
The Hindenburg.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's literally the Hindenburg.
Yeah. And as the you guys fall to the ground, Pomeria and Syrinx, you guys hit the ground first. As the Asimar lady just hits the ground with that superhero landing as she looms above you. She eyes the airship as she looks down on you, as she says, "Okay, let's talk for a second."
I'm listening, but it's going to be hard to convince me since you were playing their dog just about a minute ago.
She shrugs as she says, "I'm a merc. I don't really care who the hell's paying me so long as the pay's good. Now, considering my employers literally just went up in smoke there, no real need for me to actually get my hands dirty. but I will say this. One, you guys owe me a decent amount of gold. I don't really give a shit when you get it to me by, but I would say something along the lines of 2,000 gold. Two, Two, if anyone comes to me and asks me about where you guys are, I'll be telling them the answer plain and simple.
Wait, how does she know where we are?
Oh, sorry, not where you are. Hey, if they come to me with details about who blew up the airship, I'll be telling them who did it, plain and simple.
But the only person they know who did it is Plumeria
and
Syrinx. Okay.
As she says, or of course, we can fight you two against me. Your choice. Yeah, as you two really have no idea when Poppy or Indigo or Pen's going to, like, land.
Well,
or,
what the hell
to be
happened
honest,
with them,
if
really?
they did land.
Could I even attempt to first insight on if I think me and Syrinx could take this bitch in a fight?
Yeah, okay.
I don't think so, but okay.
Go ahead and roll with advantage, you specifically, Plumeria, because, like, you are also a merc.
Also,
I
where
think
are
you're
we?
good.
Can you describe our surroundings?
Yeah, sorry. You guys are in a city street. You can see that, like, there's a lot of people who are, like, emergency officers and the like, who are currently rushing to the scene of location. The city's kind of in a bit of a
Plumeria, because she was guiding us, would land us in an alleyway.
An alleyway, yeah, that feels fair.
Okay, so let me do my rolls quick. I don't know what.
Insight? 14?
Yeah, insight and then with advantage.
Yeah, that's my insight. I only have a +3 to that.
Nice.
14.
Okay.
I will at least give you this.
All is fair and balanced.
2-on-1, like, she seems fairly strong, and I think you're at least able to tell, like, if it's just her guarding the entirety of an airship and she was paid 2,000 gold by herself, she definitely would probably be a pretty accomplished person. And, cough, a little out of character knowledge that you are welcome and allowed to use. Generally speaking, when you guys work together as a team, you're generally able to, like, beat most challenges in your way. And I kind of maybe design encounters with that in mind. You two by yourself, your whole thing in battle is kind of a little bit halved here, a little bit of a splitting of the parties, so to speak.
A little bit of a party split.
Yeah, and also in addition, Syrinx managed to, well, I guess you didn't see any of this without Syrinx's his spellcasting
You didn't
spots
see anything.
now.
I'm hearing a hard maybe.
Hard maybe.
I was gonna say.
Syrinx, you can also roll in inside if you wanted to,
No.
just to cinch this. No, okay.
My insight's like neutral. Do I get advantage or disadvantage?
Normal. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with normal. I ain't Kate Plumeria the thing.
Power. No. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Go ahead, Kate.
That was almost a 19.
I know.
Okay,
I watched it
good
just
Kate.
gently roll away.
It's so your choice here.
I'm
was
gonna give it
you
up to
want
Kate.
How about this? I'll at least give you this. You were also told, like, one of your main objectives generally is to protect Syrinx at Fork's behest. It
You
seems
are being
difficult.
paid just to protect Syrinx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Your guys' income is subsidized by Fork.
Yeah. I think Plumeria is going to go, I can give you 1,500. And I won't lay your ass out.
Okay.
Ooh.
Persuasion or intimidation?
That
Well, both of
sounds
them-
like intimidation to me.
Both of them are a +6.
22.
Yeah.
With a 22, she looks at you, gives a smile as she says, "Fine, I'll be there to collect in a little bit."
I was
As
gonna say, can I just pay her now?
Can you just throw
You
it
have
at
the
her?
gold for it?
Disrespect her.
I was gonna give her the ring worth 1,000 gold. I have 720 gold still on me, so she was gonna give her the other 500. But she was
Great.
probably just gonna, like, toss it towards her, like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yes.
You
Love
you do so
Maria
as
so fucking much. That's all.
she says thank you. And she flies off.
Holy fucking shit.
I think Valeria just
Yeah.
lets out a breath she didn't know she was holding.
I would clap if it
And-
weren't gonna make the worst sound in my microphone.
Yeah, you let out that breath. As I'm assuming if you peek out the alleyway, you can see the airship just like completely on fire. As thankfully, as you take a look around, you do see Poppy floating gently to the ground with gambling addiction in tow. As
Can I just-
she
I'm just gonna pass Plumeria a note real quick.
What does it say?
It just says, remind me never to get on your bad side.
Don't worry, I think you're lovely, Syrinx. But I think we have bigger issues to deal with right now.
Yeah.
Let's
Um,
find the other.
Poppy runs over to you and gives you gambling addiction, Syrinx.
Give him a little hug.
He lets out a little squeak.
I take off
Like
my
a squeaky
ring
toy.
just long enough to give him a couple of good vibes.
You do so.
I think he needs some good vibes.
He does.
We
He
need
purrs
some good
happily.
vibes.
I think everybody just needs some good vibes today.
As Poppy says,
Vibes right now.
"Holy fuck, y'all! Holy fuck!" As she says, "Man, that Indigo kid, he just fucked it. Wow, holy shit!" I mean-
Syrinx is he's just doing like the eyes emote. Just wide.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're still learning what the fuck that is. You
Yeah.
better
uh-huh.
find that information.
She nods. She says, "Yeah, I sure got it." As she's staring at the fucking airship going down, as Indigo and Pen, you guys also touch down in the ground. As she says, seems they're okay too then. Okay, just
Pen
want
looks
you
a
little
to know,
singed.
so
I can't die. God is too afraid of me.
yeah, as those two are heading down to the ground, Poppy looks at you, Plumeria, and says, "So about that pixie deal, I don't suppose it was just to get Delana's arm, was it?"
Unfortunately, no. We needed his arm for a bit of protection, in the sense that, you know how pixies are lovers of art, huh?
She just lets out a bit of a sigh as she says, "Okay, I'm just gonna say this. If you need the painting, I really can't afford to raid around at this point. And to be honest, I would be very, very scared that you would be able to do. So if you want to, I can get us all out of the city tonight, but you'd have to abandon, the painting. If you do desperately need it, and it sounds like you do, I'm really sorry that I can't do more for you, but I honestly didn't think I was going to live to see a little past midnight here, and I'm gonna kind of cash in my chips here and get out while the getting's good."
I hold up my
Chris,
notebook
You're
to her
good.
while everyone's talking.
You first.
Where are you going?
She says, "Well, I'm going to be headed back to the Spider's Kiss. I expect that the Spellweaver is going to be real happy to see me." As, yeah, she just says that. How does Syrinx
Okay.
look?
Syrinx is somehow figured out how to open his eyes even wider.
Mm-hmm.
His fucking eyelids just peel back.
God.
That hurt me. That like did physical damage to me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
As she says, "But seriously, if you need anything else, I owe you guys one."
How does Poppy seem as me and Pen approach?
How does Poppy seem?
Yeah. Like, just from us approaching. I don't know
Yeah.
if she's scared of me now or what. That's what I want to know.
I would be.
I would be. Dead ass.
He looks at you and no, I think no. She looks at you and she just says, "Dude, badass."
That's not what I was thinking was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As
I imagine Indigo's just covered in blood too.
Yeah, covered in blood
Yeah.
and probably like maybe not what you want to hear, as she's just like she just has this bright, genuine smile towards you.
God.
I think I'm gonna give her one more note after snapping out of it that just says, "Where is the spider's kiss?"
She smiles as she says, looks up. It's edge of the Feywilds. And she gives you a more proper like address as to where.
Okay,
their
and I
current
guess
base
like
is.
when he writes that down, I don't think she'd notice this because she doesn't know Syrinx very well. But the smile is gone.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can I roll an insight check to see this? I
Yeah.
want to see it.
Sure. I'll add with that. You could probably roll an insight check on my Poppy's so like aggressively happy.
Yeah.
10.
Do
No,
I get
sorry.
Wait, can I
Damn.
get advantage on Syrinx though?
Yeah, I'll give you a little bitty information.
Yeah, just give him a little bitty. That's all. That's all
Little
he gets.
bitty.
Okay.
Well,
okay,
Syrinx
okay.
obviously knows something about the Spellweaver.
Yes, that's,
That's
what I.
how he
I've
reacted.
Mm-hmm.
And she did say the spider's kiss is on the edge of the Feywilds. Is describing how to get there, I guess. Okay.
Well,
I give
was
her
a
one
pleasure to
single
meet
nod. Pen's just conducting business.
Well, I set
Yeah.
Pen down, by the way. I think this whole time he was holding him.
Holding him
you
like
know,
the
Pen's
baby.
just being carried. I think we have the perfect distraction here. There's a ship going up in flames. Should go steal that painting now.
And
We have
broad
everything we
daylight.
need. It's broad daylight?
Isn't it daylight or is it?
It was
nighttime?
afternoon
Like,
when
I
we
think
went
at
through.
this point, like dawn is rising.
Oh, let me
Okay.
just cycle through all the day cycle real quick. Look, it's day again.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, dawn's beginning to rise as the flames and smoke just illuminates or just cover the sky.
Pen does have a point though. It is kind of the perfect time to go steal the painting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very early in the morning, so there's probably.
You know,
that one
museums
there.
open at like 7 a.m.
Mm.
Yeah. We should go now then.
Indigo just nods. He physically can't say anything right now.
Wait, we're in the alley, right?
Yeah.
Syrinx
You're
just
right now.
walks over to Indigo, grabs his hand, and starts casting prestidigitation on him. Because he's grimy.
Clean off before Misra, yeah.
He just nods a solid. Just nods a thank you. He doesn't say anything, but he just nods. I think now that you're doing this, you could see the new rune. I don't know
Yeah.
if you want to sketch here.
Yeah, I think he just looks at it a second and then goes back to what he's doing.
Okay.
Pen?
I want to know
Are
what
we
this
all
new
good?
rune does, but okay.
I
You
do.
want to rest a bit, Pen. First.
Do you want to what?
Do
Rest?
you want to rest a bit?
Nah, I don't need it.
Okay. Pen's saying he's not gonna. I'm dropping all 40 points to play on hands in Pen.
Wait, he has a
I gave
potion.
him
You
a
should drink
thing
that first.
too. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
hold on,
you-
let him drink the thing first.
Because.
It's
44
44
plus
plus
4.
4.
Oh shit. Okay. Do that first, and then we'll see what I do.
We already had a plan to go horribly wrong today. I don't think we have to. So yeah. I think we should be good. We shouldn't meet anyone. I say daring Shivan to make
Shut the
someone
fuck
appear.
up! I swear to
Shut up.
God!
Cease.
You're as
Be it
bad as
the
Elliot
current-
now. Stop it.
God.
But yeah, so the current plan then is to just rush for the painting then.
Yeah. And
Now,
I guess
yeah.
if we're back by nightfall, we can travel with Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Poppy was very much leaving like now.
Oh, like
Oh,
now. Oh, because she did
Yeah.
say sundown, but
Sorry, that's my bad timing. No, sorry. Let me retcon that. Poppy's she says
she's leaving
okay,
now.
yeah, but I'm leaving now. So
Okay.
if you need anything else from me, now's the time to do it. But hey, if you guys succeed with that museum heist, look us up at the Spider's Kiss. As she very specifically makes a very pointed look at you, Indigo, as she says, Cordelia was she's wrong about you.
He doesn't really. He doesn't respond really. He just kind of gives a slow nod and doesn't really want to say anything.
Not that she was wrong. It's just that he learned a lot his past few months.
Mm-hmm.
He evolved as a person. He was completely right.
All right,
Christ.
fair enough.
Thanks,
That
man.
then.
Gotta keep me humble. I get it.
All right, and no, I'm not gonna do this. As she leaves,
What were you gonna do?
Wins.
I was gonna have her do the call me symbol to you, Indigo.
What? You should have. You can't.
No, okay, fine. She does it. She does the call me symbol to you.
His eyes widened, a bit surprised. He was not expecting that.
Another X in the works.
God damn it.
Lord.
Oh Christ. As she leaves.
Everyone agrees that I drew her hot, so I'm keeping this.
High rolls only.
Let's go.
As
We
you chug the
all
potion, then
Start heading toward the doodad.
Yeah, I'll give 20 points of play on handstand instead of the 40.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, as you guys do so, as you head towards the museum, as in the background, you guys can see as people desperately try to put out the airship and rescue any sort of survivors.